Science fiction. Is that really my jam? No. But happened very randomly, okay? I have been hearing the movie's name, but it didn't really draw me because science fictions are not really my thing unless it is hyped by people and I am forced. And I was forced. Like, I had my friend who was like, hey, her plan was to go alone, and she was like, book the seat next to me and just come. And I go. And I am going to the same movie tomorrow, Saturday, and day after tomorrow. That's how good it was. And it's not like, it's not a science nerd thing that, like, oh, I didn't understand, what is xenonite, what, no, nothing, nada. I went with zero expectations because I had no clue what that movie was about. My friend was like, come with me, and I'm going, that's all. And I never say no to movies. And it was so beautiful, so beautiful. And it really told me that you are not asking a lot from cinema. Cinema is not making you come out of your house and go watch it in a theater. And I wouldn't blame what others are doing, but what this film has done has only taught all of us what we really needed. So it's just very basic, right? Two planets have the same thingy, they all go there, and this guy is forced. And the fun element in it, God bless Ryan Gosling for that. It feels like you and I were picked and they were like, hey, you know a little bit of science, go to space. Flawless. I mean, who am I to tell that he was good? I saw a meme that said he could emotionally bond with a stone and a rock being Rocky and stone being Emma for La La Land reference. And I was like, yeah, that guy can. I came back from the movie crying over an alien rock. How fucking cool is that? And there's no big moments that make you question things, but there are such big moments that silently give you hope. Like, just hope. I didn't understand a lot in the beginning because there were a little bit of science terms, but I could sit and watch. Like I watched Stitch, like Stitch is for kids, and the Project Hail Mary is for adults. Like, it was so good. And the fact that there was no romantic story going on, there's no spin off, and the female lead was doing her own thing. So authentic, a character that was a character in itself, a problem that did not need a savior with a savior complex, but just knowledge, sensing that, hey, you have potential, so I'm sending you, and a boss lady bossing around, take my money. That's what is happening. I mean, the theaters are all booked, and I think everyone should watch this movie at this point of the world because it does deal with, oh, in the next 30 years, if we don't do this particular thing, like if we don't go and see what's up with that thing, you come back and you can save earth. It's literally like crazy amount of fiction, but something that you would love watching. And right now they also say that, right, in 30 years, in the next 30 years, earth would, like, half the population would die out of starvation, and we don't function in a way where we will share, we will fight, and it will happen. They show that also in the end. But then right now, whatever is happening in the world, like, there's absolutely zero hope, zero humanity. And I don't know, I've been scrolling Instagram non-stop, and for me, going and not touching my phone for those 2 hours 46 minutes, and just the world telling me it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, look at us, look at us, look at us, humans, this is all humans need. And follow up to that, I mean, additional information, but the fact that humans gather to go to the farthest point in space, and they honor love and marriage, cherry on the cake. and NASA's captions are all amaze, amaze, amaze. It was just so wholesome, so beautiful, and I really think everyone should watch that movie in the theater because oh my god, the visuals. I mean, we could never. I mean, I at least, I'm not going. I know that I'm not going to space, but I am. Who is not curious about that? I mean, that's one of the first few subjects that got us all riled up. Like, what? What do you mean there's something beyond the sky? I mean, it was like that for me. And then seeing that happen and the visuals, and they did not make the enemy an antagonist. You get me? They exist on their own. It's a problem for Earth and Erid. They very calmly go deal with it, do their work. There's no blame. There's no a fictional villain who's trying to destroy things. Nothing. Just so calm. The whole movie was just calm. And there are moments where the entire screen is just quiet. I mean, including children, adults, they're just quiet when he's quiet. And them forming their own language and talking. And towards the end, spoiler alert, when you see that a whole planet, a whole new planet in which a human can't survive, has created an atmosphere which, with fake stimuli for this person to exist. Humans would never do that with an alien. The moment we find, there are memes on that also. If Rocky would to return to Earth, he would be in a zoo, he would be for show. The movie just told so much about humans, so much about why we love, why we are social beings, and going light years away from your own planet. All you need is someone who understands you, and that someone can be an alien rock friend for whom you are ready to give up your journey back to Earth. Crazy good. I've loved cinema. I have had strong opinions. I've never made a video on it, and yeah, it's a no cut, no edit, just me persuading you as if you're my friend to watch that movie. I have the habit of not watching trailers. I just go and show up and let the cinema surprise me. And this, oh boy, I've been deprived of good cinema. The last time I watched a movie twice or thrice in the theater was when Asuran released, and since then I have been starving for a movie that will fill my stomach as I sit in the theater, and that happened while I watched Project Hail Mary. And yeah, you don't need science to watch science fiction. You don't have to be, you don't even have to have interest in it. Like I went with, I just went, and I want to go again and again and again, and I want to feel that comfort I felt through cinema, which I felt while watching, I don't know, Maunaragam, OK Kanmani, Black Swan. Either it has to comfort you or it has to really disturb your comfort in a good way. And I think that's cinema for me. And I've been desperately waiting for a good movie to come. Technically, I've been waiting for a good Tamil movie to come for me to start off giving my opinions or just chatting about movies. And I think Project Hail Mary is the one. So yeah, it's still running in the theaters. It'll be on Amazon OTT by May end or June. But if you end up watching an OTT and then you realize that you could have seen these visuals of space, of this crazy beautiful thing Earth is and science is, space is, and then you to imagine that you could have seen this in a theater, I think you would regret if you don't. So yeah, go watch that movie. It's like a solid 10 on 10, and I consider myself some high level cinema critic. In my head, I live like that. And me giving a movie 10 on 10 is something. Like people who know me know that that is very, very rare. Project Hail Mary, you get my 10 on 10. Goddess behavior. Everything was perfect. Like, of course, people who know science are talking about some centrifugal blah blah blah. Nada. For me, for just a person who wants to go enjoy movie, come back smiling and feeling full and telling everyone like, hey, please go watch that movie, that did it. So yeah, go watch the movie in the theater. You will not regret it one bit.